Okay, let's start by giving the problem a read. Suppose you are driving. You notice that after driving 4 hours, you are 285 miles away from Seattle. Notice that this doesn't say you started driving from Seattle. It just says you're in 4 hours after driving, you're that far from Seattle. You continue driving and calculate that after driving 6 hours, you are 415 miles from Seattle. Write an equation, the model situation, and then use m for miles and h for hours, which I think is annoying because m is slope and it makes it confusing, but oh well, that's what they told us to do. So they're giving us the ordered pair where it looks like we're putting in hours and we're getting out miles. So what I did was I wrote out, and I always do this whenever the letters are anything other than X and Y, I write them out so that I don't get stuff reversed. So hours is going to be my X and miles is going to be my Y. And then with that, I wrote my two ordered pair. 4 hours went with 285, 6 hours went with 415. And then this is what we're trying to find. And then just generally speaking, any linear find the equation of the line type problems, they're either going to give you 2 points, which is what we have here, and then we'll use those 2 points to find the slope. And then once we know the slope, we can find the y-intercept. The other iteration of one of these problems is they give you a point in the slope, and then you only have to find the y-intercept. So no matter what the words are in the problem, this is the math. Find 2 points, find the slope, find the y-intercept. It'll work every time for these. So with that, let's find our slope. See, this is where I wish they wouldn't use m because that's slope. So we'll just write slope here. Oops, I have it on eraser. Let's see, so we'll say slope equals 415 minus 285, so there's my change in y. Oops. What I just did there, I was thinking about the next step. 285, sorry about that. And then over 6 minus 4. So let's see what that comes out to. 415 minus 285 is 130, divided by 2 would be 65. So it looks like our slope, our rate of change is 65, which makes sense because this would be miles per hour. So that is a reasonable rate to be traveling. And then to find b, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, it doesn't matter which point, I'll just take this first one. The y in this, which I'll go ahead and rewrite this now as the y is m. That's why I wish they had used distance and not miles because it makes it confusing. Equals our slope, 65. Our x in this case is our hours. And again, normally one uses time, t, plus the y-intercept that we're trying to work out. So it's the same exact thing as up here. I'm just replacing those variables with the ones I asked for. And now I can take and I'll plug this point in. So my miles that I traveled was 285 equals 65 times 4 plus b. And then we'll bring the 65 times 4 over, and 65 times 4 should be 260. And then 285 equals 260 plus b, and we'll subtract the 260 from both sides, and then that's going to make b 25. So our equation would be, you got to be careful not to use y and x, right? We got to use the m and the h. So m equals our slope 65 times h, I don't really need the dot, I can just put an h there, plus 25. So what this 25 here is saying is that we started 25 miles away from Seattle to begin with. So, you know, maybe we're in Tacoma and we're driving south or something. So that would be it. Again, identifying your variables is a really good plan because you get really locked into using x's and y's, at least I do, so it makes it a little bit trickier when they use different letters, but there's a way of keeping track. And then anytime you see 2 points, this is it. This is the math that's going to get you to the equation.